Valentine's Day, 2026. It's Valentine's Day, 2026. You're on a boat somewhere off the coast of Bali, one of the most beautiful places on Earth. The water is that impossible shade of
Let's find
turquoise. The
out, guys,
sun
what
is
went down,
hitting
man.
everything just right. Your
This
girlfriend is
title
laughing,
intrigued
the
me.
kind of laugh you want to hear for the rest of your life. You're with friends. You're young, you have money, you have time. It's a moment that many have dreamed of, but you're really living it. Then your girlfriend takes out her phone, snaps a few pictures, and posts them to her Instagram to 200,000 followers, all of whom are about to see just how perfect your life looks right now. The caption, fuck 14th February, love you every day, and a black heart. People scroll past and smile. Cute couple, beautiful backdrop. Lucky them. But somewhere, someone else sees that post, and they're not smiling for the same reason. That is where our story begins. But it ends very differently. 11 days later, with a mutilated body scattered in pieces across the eastern coast of Bali. This is the Bali kidnapping case. The young man on that boat was 28-year-old Igor Komarov from Ukraine. His girlfriend, Yeva Mishalova, is a beauty and fashion influencer, working as a model and documenting her life in real time for her loyal social media following. Every trip, every meal, every sunset. The two of them, along with a group of friends, had traveled to Bali for a vacation. Warm, beautiful, seemingly far away from whatever troubles they had back home. And for one afternoon, it was exactly that. But Valentine's Day would be the last day things felt normal for Igor Komarov. The very next morning, February 15th, Igor and his friends were riding scooters through Jimbaran, a beachside district popular with Russian and Ukrainian tourists. According to local outlet Kumparan, the group of four had planned to head up to a hilly area to learn how to ride, and it was a casual plan, simple, low stakes. Then, out of nowhere, a black Toyota Avanza and two motorcycles appeared and pulled in tight around them, a coordinated convoy moving with military precision. One of the friends, Alexander Yermak Petrovsky, saw what was happening in time and managed to slip through before they fully closed in. And he survived. Igor wouldn't. One moment, Igor was riding a scooter in the Bali sunshine. The next, he was gone. One of the other friends noticed Igor had simply vanished mid ride. When Alexander reported the incident to the police, investigators immediately pulled up CCTV footage from around the area and found footage of the same black Avanza alongside two motorcycles, transporting Igor to a luxury villa in
Guys,
Tabanan on Bali's
this
Pacific
is who
coast.
took him out,
When
probably.
officers arrived at the villa,
Just
it was
joking.
completely empty. No people, just phone, a bag believed to belong to Igor, and traces of blood. Before we go further, we should ask the question, who was Igor Komarov? And why would anyone go to this much trouble to take him? Igor was the son of Sergei Komarov, a powerful and very well connected figure from Dnipro, Ukraine. A man whose name appeared regularly in local media due to his business influence and ties to political figures at the highest levels. Many reports also linked him to the criminal underworld. The media called him a mafia boss and a crime lord, though, for the record, he has never been convicted of any crime. Igor's friend, Alexander Yermak Petrovsky, the one who escaped, is said to be the son of another notorious figure, Alexander Narek Petrovsky, who has a similar reputation as Sergei Komarov. And with that context, suddenly, a romantic Valentine's Day Instagram post starts to look like it could be something else entirely. A breadcrumb trail, a gift to people who had already decided what they wanted to do with Igor Komarov. People who had been waiting for the right moment to find him somewhere far from home,
I heard this
somewhere
dude owed like
isolated,
hella money or
somewhere
some
he couldn't call
shit.
in any favors.
I heard briefly
Yeva's
about the
post
story,
ended in
but
exactly that. not just confirmation of the fact that he was in Bali,
I don't
but
know,
his
guys.
precise location within Bali, his itinerary, and the reassurance that he was relaxed and unsuspecting. And Yeva had even included a geolocation tag. Security experts have warned for years about the dangers of real time posting. Igor's girlfriend, it seems, either didn't know or didn't take it seriously. Now, all of that could be chalked up to a tragic coincidence, but then the video arrived. In the days following Igor's disappearance, a disturbing clip began circulating through the Telegram channel MASH. Igor was barely recognizable. His face was swollen and covered with bruises. He had dried blood on his skin. His left arm ended not in a hand, but in a bandaged, bloody stump. The message was directed at his family, specifically his father. Igor stared into the camera and spoke for 3 full minutes with the careful, hollow tone of someone choosing every word under extreme duress. He said he was also force fed drugs. In that monologue, Igor described the torture he had endured. His rib cage had been punched repeatedly, his legs were broken, some of his limbs had been chopped off. He said the people holding him were connected to a Ukrainian criminal organization and had accused his father of having defrauded them, that Sergei Komarov had stolen $10 million from them, and that this was their way of collecting. The specifics of this supposed fraud are unknown. However, there have been unconfirmed allegations that the Komarov and Petrovsky families may have ties to fraudulent call centers. But here's where the story takes a different turn. A second video also circulated online. In that video, Igor himself appeared to confess that he personally ran a network of fraudulent call centers targeting Russian citizens, posing as bank security officers to steal their money. He was allegedly earning $15,000 a month from just one of them, all under the protection of Nari Petrovsky. So Igor may not have been just an innocent son caught in his father's worlds. He might have been a direct player in it. Though, of course, this confession was made under extreme duress, so we can't take it at full face value. Returning to the
Shit.
comments on
This is
his
low
physical
key
condition,
scary.
Igor said something almost unbearable. An infection will start soon.
Look at
I'm
his
just
lip,
dying.
bro.
He told his parents not to mess with the organization holding him. Don't communicate with any other people, he said. No intermediaries, no law enforcement. He begged them to just settle the matter quietly, pay the money, and bring him home. He said he would give them everything. He just wanted to go home. Whether that call was ever answered, we don't know. What we do know is that whatever was said and done, it wasn't enough. On February 26, residents near Catelo Beach in the Gyanya Regency noticed something along the shoreline that didn't belong there. The police were called, and what investigators found confirmed everyone's worst fears. They were human remains, scattered in parts across the area: a head, a torso, arms, and legs, all believed to belong to the same person. The body had clearly been there for several days before anyone had discovered it, and the damp condition of the area had accelerated decomposition, making visual identification nearly impossible. But investigators had one more lead to work with. Tattoos visible on the body parts led police to strongly suspect the remains were Igor's. 6 bone samples were extracted: a molar, a collarbone, a thigh bone, a rib, a finger, and a shin bone, and sent to the National Forensic Laboratory. All showed XY chromosomes, confirming the victim was male. And those 6 samples were then compared against the
Ugh.
blood found inside the black Avanza that had been
Nasty
donated. The
niggas.
blood found at the villa in Tabanan, and a DNA profile from Igor's mother, which was received on February 26, the same day the remains were found. And
Shit.
based on the kinship index calculation, the probability that the remains belonged to Igor Komarov was 99.99%. He had been abducted off a scooter in broad daylight, transported to a villa, held captive, tortured, and killed. he was just 28 years old. Now, who did
Jesus.
this? Before the remains found on the beach were even confirmed to be Igor's, police had already found a significant lead. On February 23, a man, identified only as C, was arrested at a hotel in West Nusa Tenggara. Not for anything directly connected to the kidnapping, but for using a fake passport to rent vehicles. Specifically, a black Toyota Avanza and two motorcycles from a car rental business in the Badung area. C told investigators he had been paid 6 million rupiah, roughly 350 US dollars, to rent those vehicles on behalf of other people using his name. He claimed he had no idea what the vehicles would be used for. When the police checked the records, they immediately recognized both the car and the registration number. It was the exact same vehicle seen in the CCTV footage from the day of the kidnapping. The GPS installed in the
Shit.
car showed this car had been present at precisely the location and time of Igor's abduction. From there, Bali police widened their search and identified 6 additional foreign suspects: RM, BK, AS, VN, SM, and DH, all believed to be linked to the case. All 6 were placed on a wanted list. Bali police rushed to track them down, requesting Interpol red notices to support a cross border pursuit. There was a high possibility that 4 of the suspects had already fled to other parts of Indonesia, with the remaining 2 still believed to be hiding somewhere in Bali. Making the pursuit even more complicated, authorities revealed that these suspects allegedly entered Indonesia using multiple passports, some holding 2 or even 3 different identities, making it extremely difficult for investigators to verify even their primary citizenships. And an 8th suspect also emerged. According to a source close to the investigation who spoke anonymously to a news outlet, an Indonesian national had been arrested, not for participating directly in the kidnapping, but for issuing C's fraudulent passport. Details on this individual remain scarce. The investigation into Igor Komarov's case is still ongoing, and many questions remain unanswered. What drove this? There are theories. A Russian cybersecurity expert, Igor Betrov, gave an interview to a Russian media outlet, in which he suggested that the killing may have been connected to an attempt to redistribute control of the fraudulent call center operations targeting Russian citizens, allegedly tied to the Komarov and
Jesus.
Petrovsky families. Online, debate also turned to Yeva Mishalova. As an influencer, someone who had built an entire career on public visibility, many argued she should have known better than to post real time location content and include a geotag when she was dating someone with alleged links to the criminal underworld. Some went further and suggested that the police should investigate her directly, claiming the Valentine's Day post was too convenient a coincidence to ignore. But to be absolutely clear, none of that has been confirmed. There is no official statement connecting Yeva to any wrongdoing. What we do know is how Yeva responded publicly. After Igor went missing, she posted an Instagram story of the 2 of them together from their Bali trip, writing, "I know for sure you will see it." Shortly after, she shared another clip of herself breaking down on camera, with the words, "I will be back when I have strength." Whatever the public may think of her role
Jesus.
in the story, her grief, at least publicly, was visible. But the broader question her situation raises is one worth sitting with, because the risk of real time posting isn't unique to people in Igor's world. It's a warning that security experts have been issuing for years. And in this case, one sunny, happy, completely innocent looking Instagram post may have been the first link in a chain that ended with the torture and murder of a young man. This recent case has cast a shadow over Bali, but it definitely isn't the first time the paradise of the island has been the scene of something much darker. After COVID-19, Indonesia's
Alright, man. That was a crazy story. Crazy, crazy story, man. Definitely crazy. Can't believe it. I wonder if his girl knew what he was up to with all them things he was doing on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nasty. But yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up this one. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, comment your username for the chance to win an iPhone. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And yeah, peace.